What we first need to do, okay, is find our start point, okay? Jump on the scales first thing tomorrow, weigh yourself. Empty stomach, no clothes on, starkers, okay? First thing in the morning, jump on the scales, okay? Write it down. Most of us will only weigh ourselves when we feel great, okay? Or like, but if you've had a bad week, you won't do it because it will just confirm the bad week. Do you know what I mean? Whereas we just need to jump on and be like, right, for the next 7 days, I'm going to commit to these 5 steps, okay? So find our start point, make a note of the time because you're going to do it the same time next week, okay? Then I want you, step 2, to list all the things that you need to do less of, okay? If you feel you need to lose 3 to 5 pounds, there will be something the last week that you maybe haven't done as much as you know you need to. You might have slipped on fruit, okay? You might have skipped a meal. It may be the weekend, like you do slip up a little bit or you're not as accurate as you should be. Water intake may not be that good. You may be, doesn't even have to be nutrition. You may be skipping sessions. You may be not training. You may be like up too late, okay? And your sleep is terrible, okay? Anything. List all the things that you need to do less of in the next week, everything. And what I want you to do is look at it and pick the first 3 things that you know, like this week I can focus on, just 3, because more often than not, like the rest will help the other. Do you know what I mean? If you improve your fruit intake, you probably won't skip sessions and you'll probably sleep better as well because you're not skipping sessions. You'll be able to build sleep pressure. Okay. So just pick 3 things off that list. Next, track absolutely everything that you put in your mouth. Everything, even that pen that you're chewing right now, everything. Okay. Track it all. Okay. You can do it on MyFitnessPal if you want. Okay. Or just write it down on a piece of paper or write it on your notes in your phone. Write everything down, or on your True Coach app, write it down in your notes section. Okay, so then I can see it. Write everything down. Okay, remember we're only committing to 7 days, and I'm going to get onto this in a bit. That's all it is, and so this is why these things are really useful because it's only 7 days. It's not flipping 7 years, is it? Then Saturday morning next week, you're going to jump on the scales again, and I can guarantee if you have adhered to this, okay, you've done this, you will lose a minimum of 3 to 5 pounds, minimum, okay, 100%. If you haven't, then we need to have a look at like this, okay, like where have we slipped the ball, and we need to have a look at have we done this, maybe we focused on the wrong thing, maybe we missed something off the list. There'll be a reason, okay, but this is where the honesty and the awareness comes in, and we need to learn from it, okay. Then the big thing, which I'm huge on this program, and this is why you've joined it, we need to evaluate how we can make this sustainable. You can't be this strict for 7 days, every 7 days for the rest of your life. I'm not. Why would you? Okay. So we need to pick something that maybe was difficult in the last week. Okay. And how can we make it sustainable? It might be that you really struggled with that sleep thing. Okay, well, I've got a training on it. It might be your food intake or calorie tracking or certain choices around food. Well, I've got tons of resources in the Facebook community and for me to refer you back to. But when we can really evaluate what you found difficult, maybe it's your sessions, they're too much or they're not enough, or they're just, you're really struggling with adhering to them. We can figure that out. When we know what things that we found difficult this week and could be the potential curveballs, we can learn from it and go again, okay, and start to turn that screw a little bit. So